Shine till revolution comes, I'm gonna let it shine. Shine till revolution comes, I'm gonna let it shine. Shine till revolution comes, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
So the police starts to bring the first persons to the identity check.
No, you get famous.
Can we take a selfie?
You also want those pretty men? Wie sieht's denn aus mit der Badstraße? Was mit der?
Welcome.
What a very weird and strange individual. She thinks she's fighting for a good cause when she really isn't. They're just disrupting everything and making themselves look stupid.
Those chicks are so pissed that Trump would, shaving their heads, screaming that they're going to go on a sex strike. You can't threaten people by taking something away that no one wanted in the first place. Also, I don't know what you're doing going on a sex strike. Some of you really need a hunger strike.
Hey, she does have a point. Most of these feminists who go around complaining about all of this nonsense always seem to have that look I always talk about. It's either they have the bull nose ring piercing or they're just what they call plus sized.
You do this for a living, it's fun to you. It's fun to like watch people come up and like have valid points, but then you sit there on your little high altar and just do this.
Does swearing make you more correct?
Why don't you just move to Venezuela?
Does it make you less?
Who gives a
Pretty.
There was less unemployment, and if it hadn't been passed, there would have been more unemployment.
I don't know how stupid this guy realizes he looks. If you look at his face while he's recording Charlie Kirk and sticking the middle finger up to him, just go back and replay the video and look at his face.
I want a boyfriend. I'm ready to find love. There, I said it. The girl who's getting railed by 1,000 people in a year wants to find someone to settle down with. I just want someone who is going to support my career. I still want to do my challenges, so obviously they need to be super secure and non-judgmental, but I'm just ready. If you don't know, I did a challenge about 2 years ago trying to do 52 dates in a year, and I got to date 10 and then ended up giving up because I just got so disappointed. I was just constantly disappointed by these guys. I gave up, and then obviously I got into the spotlight, and so it just became even more difficult to date, and I decided to take a break. So I took a break. It's now been 2 years since I've really dated anybody, and I'm ready to get back in the game. It's going to be interesting because obviously I am in the media, and obviously a lot of guys aren't going to like what I do for work and I guess the way I go about it. So yeah, it's going to be a bit of a journey. I figure we can go on this journey together. You never know.
You want a loyal boyfriend while you are getting railed by other men. We're doomed.
I think my first exposure to drag as performance was through theater in high school, when not enough boys auditioned for the Music Man. So myself and all the other closeted lesbians volunteered. But performing gender as a daily task, I would argue, is a learned cultural trait to which we have all been exposed. As understandings of drag have changed throughout history, perhaps drag today could be defined as that which threatens the already fragile and arbitrarily constructed framework for gender performance that is necessary to maintain power dynamics. Conversely, it could also be that from the moment we are born, and perhaps even before that, when families gather to reveal the sex organs of their child, that the drag show begins.
This genuinely has to be a joke at this point. There is no way someone looking like this can be taken seriously, and anyone who does take a person who looks like this seriously needs to get their brain checked.
What's the reason for coming today?
I'm outraged that they think this is okay.
Yeah. What do you think they believe in?
I think that they're scared, probably.
Do they have a right to be scared?
No, absolutely not. Who are you
Especially
scared of?
I mean, there's been a.
Scared of?
Well, I mean, there's
How can they be scared of people who have got nothing? Wouldn't you be running from like civil wars, climate change? Wouldn't you expect people to welcome you?
Of course, I mean, we should live in a society that's, you know, everyone's welcome, but at the same time, there's got to be surely some security risk with unknown people.
Why are you leading me into this?
That's just a general question.
Why don't you go and start a demonstration about homelessness?
Absolutely. I know why I'm here.
These same people who are all for letting people come into the country, if you were to ask them to let them come into their homes, they would say they shouldn't be allowed to come into their homes. But here they are protesting their nonsense.
It has been said before, but I will say it again. If your biggest fear is that a man will be dressing up as a woman to enter the women's restroom, you are not afraid of trans women. You are afraid of men. I will let that sink in for a second. You are not afraid of trans women. You are afraid of men. If a man wanted to walk straight into a woman's restroom, there's nothing stopping them. Just a bathroom sign. What is that bathroom sign gonna do? Tell it no? He can just walk right on in. But it is easier for you to blame less than 1% of the United States population than it is to ever blame a man. Reflect on that. You are not afraid of trans women. You are afraid of men.
I don't know if anyone caught it at the beginning of this video, but she said a man dressing up like a woman. At least you agree we all know the truth, and you know the truth. You know it's just men dressing up like women. I don't think the ABCD community will take very lightly to what you just said.
Can you remember that I told you that I'm non-binary?
Yeah, I'll try my hardest. I'll refer to you as Kai, right?
Yes.
Perfect. I need to know if you have any injuries or anything that would prevent you from doing a standard walk or turn tonight.
Mental health.
Any physical injuries?
Mental, yeah. But no, I'm just saying.
Okay.
Mental, PTSD, depression, anxiety.
I get you.
What else do you want?
Now with your right foot, place it in front of your left in a heel-to-toe touching manner with your arms by your side, just like this, ma'am.
Can you not call me ma'am, please?
I'm trying my hardest.
Okay, well.
Okay.
It means a lot to me.
I'm trying my
I
hardest.
don't feel like a man, so.
Okay.
It's kind of triggering.
Right foot in front of your left. Nope, go back.
I'm sorry, but the whole man thing, just like.
I apologize. Let's see if we can move forward from it. You have 0 questions?
No, but I just want to tell you that I suffer from really bad anxiety, especially with generational trauma and PTSD around white people and cops. Like, it's just.
I'm going to speak with you right over here, okay?
No.
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead and place your hands behind your back.
Don't, dude.
Don't make it hard.
Please.
Don't make it hard.
No,
You're going to get a resistance.
Dude,
You're going to get a resistance.
I don't.
Don't resist.
Don't.
Listen to me. Don't resist.
Don't. You're being
Come
a
here.
white man and
Come here.
don't. I followed all of your shit. Like, as an indigenous person, like, you guys. You guys are scaring me.
There's nothing to be afraid of.
Yes, there is. It's called generational trauma.
Okay.
This video right here is a perfect example of what I call the Victim Olympics.
We no longer want to look filled. We no longer want to look fake. And I'm so glad we're moving past that because it was such a weird trend for the last couple of years.
Right. This was the right message, but the wrong messenger.
What is the best country in the world?
The best country in the world right now? Mexico.
Do you identify as an American?
I'm a Mexican American. That's what they labeled me as, so I'm Mexican first.
So deportation's not so bad.
It's not so bad. We just go on vacation. 1 week, we'll be back.
This is not just an America's soil. No, this is indigenous soil. This is everybody's soil.
We were here first. Our ancestors were here first. Why should we have to leave?
Vivimos en este país y queremos estar en este país y más aún vamos a seguir en este país.
All the Latin countries are amazing.
All the Latin countries are amazing?
Yeah.
So then why do they want to be here then? Well, no, deportation means you stay there for good, you don't come back.
I don't think that happens. I'll be right back.
I don't know how stupid you have to be to come out and say the best country is X, but you're not living in the best country when you can live in the best country. It doesn't make any sense. But I don't really expect much from people who have low IQ.
I'm too young to go to jail. Y'all need to understand. I'm not y'all's age.
So we got a report that there was a fight. By the time we got there, they were separated. So Alex, she's being charged with battery against the school personnel, 2 counts, public affray, and resisting, evading, obstructing. All right, Mia, or Alex, I'm sorry. We're just working.
No, I don't need you guys in here. You're making me get anxiety. I'm scared of y'all, and I don't think I need y'all in here. Y'all making me get anxiety. And still, I don't care. I don't want y'all in here. Y'all making me anxiety.
Alex.
Y'all making me have anxiety. Y'all need to get that through your head. For what? You guys can't. You're not gonna take me to jail. That's good. No, you guys are not gonna do that shit.
Listen to me.
You don't have the right. You do not have the right.
I'm being completely honest.
You do not have the right.
I'll be straight up.
I'm not going with y'all. Rather have my mom take me and not freaking get with y'all.
That's not how it works.
Yes, y'all not taking me. I don't need to go with y'all. Can y'all stop being letting me go with y'all? I don't want to go with y'all. What the f did I do?
Battery against the school personnel.
I didn't do shit.
2 counts.
No, what did I do?
Public affray.
What did I do?
Resisting, evading, obstructing.
Stupid! That's not me! You should go fucking take her to jail! I have the right to fucking say that you repeat the f out of me! Yes, because y'all be trying to take me to jail. No reason.
You have to go to jail.
No, I'm not going to jail.
You have to go with us.
Apart from this kid acting like a complete idiot in this video, that haircut was annoying the hell out of me.
I just got home from a job interview. They told me that I'm not gonna get the job because of my outfit. Are you kidding me? Okay, let me calm down. This was gonna be my first job, and I prepared. I Googled what to wear to a first interview, you know, and this is basically what came up. Yeah, I mean, I added these because I wanted to like add a little bit of myself, you know, because I wanted to stand out, and I kind of just wanted to kind of be like the office siren. Tell me this is an office siren. And based on what I saw there, yeah, they were in desperate need of an office siren. So I guess the joke's on you.
Once again, I'm going to repeat this, but I'm really not understanding this trend of people coming on social media to cry about all of their woes. If they want to reject you based on their outfit, I don't know who the heck you are to tell them that they're not allowed to do that. These are the same people who will parade about my body, my choice, autonomy, and all of this bullcrap. And then you come on social media and say that someone shouldn't have the right to do what they want to do with their workplace. Make it make sense.
Do you believe in 50-50 relationships or traditional gender roles, and why?
I believe in traditional gender roles. However, I don't mind doing my part.
Would it make sense to have roles if you're not traditional and you're probably out-earning your man?
I don't think that me out-earning a man should mean that he doesn't take care of me or take care of things. I don't think that should mean anything. I think it just means I'll have more to spend on myself.
First off, the fact that you're out earning your man, I have friends that do that. They're the breadwinners and they resent the man, hands down. And then the man's not really respected by members of society, if you will, because he's still looked at as lazy. I'm not saying that you can't do that, but I think a man should at least be equal, or if not more, in the money making. And if you're not, you got to get there, because there's nobody that should be pulling somebody along.
The first girl had me in the first half, and I thought she was going to say something of substance, but then she went on to say that she believes her money should be spent on herself. And this is the problem with the dating world right now, where she believes she can spend her money on herself while she's selfish with her money, and her man should spend the money on both of them.
The wage gap, that's been debunked. I can tell you why that... okay, I can tell you why the reason wage gap's not true is because what they did is the consensus. They basically took like a group of men and a group of women, and they basically said, look, the men are making more, but the reason for this is because men choose different jobs. STEM, science, technology, engineering, mathematics.
So women in STEM and women, men in STEM?
They're different. They're very different. So naturally, women choose jobs that are a little bit more nurturing, where men choose the jobs that are a little bit more rigorous. I'll give you an example, right? Under marine welding. I don't see too many women doing that, or maybe like cleaning the sewers, right? So these are jobs generally that pay a little bit more, which is why the stat's the way it is. this. Now, the stat that you may be thinking of, because what we're taught is that women are paid 73 cents per the dollar. If that was the case, every employer would hire women.
The only people who still believe in the wage gap are just stupid people. I've come to that conclusion. Anyone who ever brings up the wage gap to me is just a stupid person.
Boys don't ask you out anymore. What they do is they look at you from across the room and they'll be like, huh.
I've seen a lot of women complain about this in the last couple of months, and what you need to understand is what men are exposed to on the internet, okay? It is endless videos of women saying that they don't want to be approached by men, or making videos making fun of men that did approach them. And on top of this, the endless videos of women just talking shit on men and how horrible they are, and talking about cheating on their boyfriends and all of this other shit. So whenever you see a man that's obviously checking you out, but he doesn't approach you, it's because he's admiring the fact that you're attractive, but in his head, it doesn't really seem like it's going to end up being worth the time and the effort that he'd have to put in. And quite frankly, for men, a lot of times having a girlfriend is an investment. And for a girl that's worth it, it's an investment that we're happy to make. But from what a lot of men are exposed to, it doesn't really seem like a lot of the women out there are worth that investment. Now, do I agree with this per se? No, I do not. I think that if you find a girl attractive, go say hi, see what's up, see what she's about. Obviously proceed with caution, and if there's a bunch of red flags that pop up, bail, but don't be afraid to. Simply just explaining why men do this so that women can have a better understanding. And if you see a man that's checking you out and you want him to approach you, create an environment that is inviting. Give him a little smile or something like that. That's going to increase the odds that he's going to feel comfortable enough to do so.
Y'all, the changes to the prison system really tell you all you need to know about how they're going to remove trans people from public life and slowly discriminate, oppress, and ultimately remove us from the equation when it comes to this country as a whole. By putting us in prisons that do not align with who we are, they're putting us directly in harm's way. You can see this in terms like V-coding. I'm not going to explain it here because it's really awful, but essentially it's direct harm towards trans people by putting them in dangerous positions within that men's prison, specifically trans women in men's prison. I've been saying that it's kind of a top-down system that they're trying to work through right now. They're not going to start with legislating on the ground and creating laws to ban us from public life. They're going to start by putting systems in place to harm us after we're criminalized. They're already doing this, but this is literally what they're doing, is by allowing them to put us in prisons that do not align with who we are. The next thing is that gender marker on your passport, on your ID, on any of your documents, right? Making you easily identifiable, easily findable, so they can easily criminalize you. And past that, once you're easily identifiable, that's when people who are empowered by this administration, civilians on the ground who hate us for no reason, who want to attack us, they feel empowered to attack us, to harm us, to bring violence upon us. And as soon as we defend ourselves, as soon as we use any sort of force to defend ourselves as people, we're criminalized. We're the ones that are criminalized. We're the ones thrown in jail. We're the ones thrown in prison. Look back at the Black Panther movement. As soon as they started using weapons, as soon as you started seeing Black Panthers with weapons, what'd you see, right? Gun control, taking the weapons away from them, criminalizing them, right? They make us easy to oppress, they make us easy to find, they make us easy to attack, right? And as soon as we defend ourselves, we're the problem. And after that, it's easy. Bathroom bills, sports bills, pornography bills. You see the new ones coming out throughout the states, right? As soon as those pornography bills come out, you can bet that some of them are going to be aimed towards us, towards our existence in public. Seeing us as some sort of fetish or some sort of sexual content, when in reality we are not. We're not. We're just people. I'm not trying to fearmonger. I really am not. I've spent all morning thinking about it, how this feels like fearmongering, but it's not. You have to keep yourself safe. Find community, keep yourself safe. Do not put yourself in positions where law enforcement can target you and federal officials can target you and you can be found and placed in a bad, vulnerable position. You have to keep yourself safe. Prioritize yourself. Rely on your allies if you have them. Find allies if you don't. Find community and other trans people if you can.
Or maybe it's the case that they just want to put the correct sex into the place that they're supposed to be in. Males going with males and females going with females. But of course, these delusional people want to talk about all of this inclusivity and talk about all of their delusions when everything they believe in is just fake and made up.